Hello again, and thanks for joining us. This is TVC Midday News. We begin in Abuja, where President Bola Tinubu has assured that the 2024 budget has the potential to improve the general living conditions of Nigerians. President Tinubu presented the 27.5 trillion naira appropriation bill to a joint session of the National Assembly, where he also expressed desire that the Appropriation Act comes into effect on the 1st of January 2024. National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa reports.
This is President Bola Tinubu's maiden budget presentation to the National Assembly. The President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, sets the ball rolling with his welcome remarks. He applauds the giant strides of Mr. President in the past months and promises a robust executive-legislature relationship without compromising the doctrine of separation of powers.
We will certainly conduct a very thorough and meticulous review of the estimates we are about to present to us. We would also like to express our gratitude to Mr. President for his tireless efforts in driving economic growth, promoting social welfare, and enhancing the security of our dear nation.
President Bola Tinubu took the legislators through government's projections in the coming year. Non-debt expenditure is 9.92 trillion naira, debt servicing at 8.25 trillion naira, capital expenditure of 8.7 trillion naira, and a revenue projection of 9.1 trillion naira.
Despite the global headwind, the Nigerian economy has proven resilient, maintaining moderate but positive growth over the past 12 months. Inflation has trended upward, yes, due to the weak global conditions. To contain these rising domestic prices, we will ensure effective coordination of physical and monetary policy measures.
For the Speaker, House of Representatives, due diligence is key as lawmakers review the fiscal document.
The budget laid before us today should not be seen as a mere financial document, but a reflection of our collective reason to avoid the most critical needs of our long-suffering citizens.
As Mr. President and his entourage take their leave, the two chambers announced their resolve to hit the ground running. They also agreed to sit on weekends in response to Mr. President's appeal.
In the days ahead, the National Assembly will definitely be very busy as both chambers play host to different ministries, departments and agencies of the government in a bid to see them defend their budget estimates. Expectations, as they have also assured Mr. President, is that they will meet up the timeline of January to December budget cycle once again. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.
We go back now to our lead story regarding the President's budget presentation on Wednesday before a joint chamber of the National Assembly. Of course, we know that the appropriation bill totals 27.5 trillion naira, out of which this chunk is divided amongst servicing of debt as well as non-debt recurrent and capital expenditure. And that's what we want to discuss now, bringing in from the United Kingdom senior economist, Dr. Ikechi Agbuba. Thank you very much for joining us at this time. Let's quickly have your thoughts on how realistic this budget document is.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. Yes, the president has really made a good effort by presenting the budget estimates, and of course he, like you said, he presented the budget of renewed hope, which of course will ensure, according to him, microeconomic stability and poverty alleviation, greater access to social security, among others. And I began to remember, South Africa and other African countries which are, competing with Nigeria. We have experienced the same green revolution. We have experienced some similar policies. And when you look at how they have also embraced issues on social security and the inclusivity as well, And I began to ask myself how Nigeria, will just start to implement the policies. So, and I see it as, a really budget of renewed hope. Yeah, but when we are facing a lot of issues, developmental issues in the country, issues on food security, food insecurity, and we saw when the other time the president declared Nigeria as a state of emergency food issues. We've been passing through a lot of malnutrition issues, insurgency issues, and how will this economy? So this is really a time when the stakeholders, when the government will begin to work closely with the diaspora and work not just with the diaspora and see how we can come up with policies which will help this to stand tall. Let's look at the states' governments and see how they can also be what they are doing. And we will really give kudos to a lot of governors. We have seen a lot of strides which the governors are also making. And
all right.
We saw also.
Let me quickly ask you, Dr. Ikechi, what your expectations are now that the document is before the lawmakers and they have, promised to expedite all action in a bid to passing it, but assuring at the same time that it will be thoroughly looked at.
Yeah, thank you very much. My expectation is that we need to revisit some of the policies which we have. We need to revisit them one by one, especially agriculture, because food, which is one of the life priority needs, is from the agriculture space. And coming back to the private investors, partnering with private investors and to ensure those fiscal, trade and monetary policies as well as developmental programs and projects will succeed to unlock the latent potential of our people and other natural endowments,
right,
in line with our natural national aspirations. Yeah.
All right, Dr. Ikechi Abugba, thank you very much for your comments. I'm afraid that's all the time that we have for this session, but we appreciate your contributions on the news. Thanks again.